Hey guys, so I am vlogging for the weekend. It is Friday, September 13th, Friday the 13th, which is spooky. I'm just sitting on the couch watching some YouTube. Cody is at work, and I am just relaxing. I got some chicken in the oven because it's afternoon, by the way. It's 3:44. I'm in my robe because I took a shower. I have some chicken in the oven, so I'm going to be making a chicken fried rice for dinner tonight. So maybe I'll show you guys how I make it. And not a whole lot. I worked today. I worked from 6 to 1, and I was a prep cook today. My job, it just fluctuates every day. Like, I'm a different position pretty much every day. But this weekend is my weekend on where I work this weekend, so I'm a cook this weekend. And so I'm just relaxing tonight because I know I have to go to bed super early because I have to be up at 4. And I was going to film, but here's the thing, you guys. Do you see how bad my eyebrows are? I haven't had a brow wax since probably around the time of my birthday or even like June. And they need to be done, or I need to just bite the bullet and sit down for like an hour and pluck them. And is it weird that I don't want to film a formal sit-down video until I get my brows waxed? Because they're just so bad. So anyways, like I was going to film today. I had it in my mind. I was going to do my ranking, my eyeshadow palettes. But I don't have it in me. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just try to go get an eyebrow wax this weekend. And then Monday, where I have Monday off. And I'm trying to be comfortable with filming in front of Cody because it's just still so new, and I never really filmed in front of people before. Like, I used to live alone, so like it was no big deal to turn on the camera. But now it's like trying to find the time, trying to figure out like, okay, well, if he's in the living room, probably I'd go film in my bedroom. Is there lighting right? Because really, like, I'm in the living room. The lighting's pretty great, I think. So part of me, like, and he is so supportive of my YouTube channel, and all the time, like, I always say, like, I don't film because I'm not comfortable filming in front of you, and he goes, I don't get why, because he wants to actually come on my channel. He wants to be in videos with me, like, he wants to be in vlogs with me and whatnot, but, it's just hard because I'm just not used to it, and so, like me, I'm just trying to figure out what the best way is. Like, okay, so if I have Monday off and he has Monday off and we're both home all day together, what do? Do I ask him to go into the bedroom for an hour or so while I film? Or do I go into the bedroom and film? Because part of me thinks I want to also just like pick one day out of the week to just film a bunch of videos that day. So that way I have videos filmed. So that way I'm not going weeks without uploading because I haven't gotten the chance to sit down and film. So I was going to film tonight, but like I looked in the mirror, I did a face mask, put on some really heavy moisturizer, so now my face is very greasy, and my eyebrows just are so bad that I just don't even want to put on makeup right now. Like, I haven't put on makeup in a hot minute, and it's just because, like, when my brows get this bad, I just don't want to. And I know that's stupid, and I could just go get them waxed, but I just haven't really had the money, haven't really had the time. And then when, like, I get out of work, I could stop at Walmart real quick, because that's usually where I get them done. It's just in the salon in Walmart. But it's just, like, when I get out of work, I want to go home and take a nap. So, yeah, but I'm sitting on the couch, made myself a little cold brew, and watching some videos. I haven't been into makeup videos lately. I've been only into, like, lifestyle videos. Like, I'm obsessed with meal prep videos, with all kinds, like, all of the cooking videos, like Jen Chapin, Mom's Messy Kitchen. Right now I'm watching Kelly's Corner. Like, I'm obsessed. So I don't know if you guys would want to see like my favorite. I kind of want to do like an update who I'm subscribed to kind of video, but like kind of just tell you guys like, I don't know. But anyways, those are my 3 recommendations right now if you're into it. Also, what's her name? Beauty and the Bristos. Their channel is really nice as well. But yeah, so I'm just watching some YouTube, waiting for him to get home. He's gonna be home in like 45 minutes. I have the chicken in the oven for my stir fry tonight. I might make my rice now just so it has time, because sometimes it's better to make your rice ahead of time if you're gonna make fried rice, so it like almost gets dry, if that makes sense. So I might make my rice now, but yeah, I'm just relaxing. So there you go. Okay, so I baked off my chicken thighs. These came already marinated in teriyaki sauce. I bought them from the grocery store. But what I did was I put soy sauce, and Cody and I buy these sauces a lot from BJ's. You get like a 3-pack, and he loves the Asian zing flavor. You also get the honey barbecue flavor and the Parmesan garlic flavor, which we haven't used yet. Do you guys have any ideas of how I could use that in recipes? Let me know down below. But yeah, I just poured a little bit of this on the top, a little bit of soy sauce, and baked it. That's why there's this like burnt stuff. It's just the sugar from this, but it's fine. Now I'm gonna make my rice. This is the only rice we have right now, this Nor Rice Sides beef flavor. Obviously I know I'm making chicken fried rice, so like, yes, this might be a little weird, but what I'm going to do is cook it in chicken stock in hopes it would kind of help it. This chicken stock I make myself, and then I froze it. If you guys want a separate video on how I make my stock, let me know. I've been thinking about doing like a meal prep kind of thing where I show like this kind of stuff, because I don't do like a ton of meal prep, but I do some things. So I'm going to cook both of these. Might add a little bit of something to this, like maybe soy sauce to the water or something to kind of help the Asian flavor. But yeah, normally I would use like white or brown rice, but this is just all I have on hand. Okay, so I have the rice in here with, it came out to be like a 1.25 cups of the chicken stock. So I added 3/4 cup of water. I did add soy sauce, probably about a tablespoon or 2, and some ground ginger. And you just add the rice and then you just boil it. That's all there really is to it.
Second foodgasm.
Okay. Got my veggies going in here. The zucchini is fresh, the other stuff is frozen. In like a mix. And then I made a sauce, which was soy sauce, the Asian zing sauce, a little bit of hoisin sauce, and a little bit of chicken stock concentrate and some water. And Cody is going to cut up the chicken.
Hello.
Alright, that is my rice. Now I'm just going to fry it before I add the sauce, just, you know, because fried rice. And then we're going to add the chicken. I'm going to scramble an egg to put in here, because that's what every fried rice needs, a scrambled egg in it. Don't you agree?
Sure.
Have you ever had fried rice with scrambled egg?
Nope.
Oh. And then we'll add our sauce, and then boom, there's dinner. Alright, the chicken is in the fried rice. And to scramble the eggs, you want to push all of the stuff to the side so you have a little bit of room in your pan. That way you're saving on dishes instead of doing a separate frying pan. And then Cody is scrambling the eggs, and he's going to put them in there. Whenever you're ready.
Just want to make sure it's all
Scrambled?
Yeah.
Alright, pour it in. Pour it in this little bare spot. And I'll... Alright. And usually I'll just scramble them in their little spot, and then I'll mix it all in with everything else.
rinse off the ashes.
Alright, we might be almost ready to eat here. Have a look.
Delicioso.
Hold on. Alright, Cody's gonna try it.
Mmm. Delicious.
Hi. It's Friday, September 27th. And I don't even remember the last time I picked up the camera, but I know that the clip before this is going to be from at least a week or two ago. But yeah, just life's crazy, you guys. The new job. I feel like lately Cody and I have had like stuff we need to do. So like after work and stuff. So we've just been really busy. Like every day off I like have something I need to do. But today is his birthday. He's 31 today. He's at work. He only has to work from 3 to 5 though. So he'll be home soon. I have his cupcakes cooling, so I need to go frost those, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. And we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner with his boyfriend. Boyfriend. Oh my god, he's going to love that. His brother and his brother's girlfriend, so kind of like a double date for Cody's birthday. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to just bring the cupcakes to B-Dubs, because I'm pretty sure most restaurants allow you to do that. So, yeah, so I am just got out of the shower, had to work today, had to work this weekend, unfortunately. Last weekend was kind of a bad weekend, which I'm not going to really go into. We went to Freeport shopping. Freeport is like 2 to 3 hours away from me, and it ended up being like a waste of time, because like where we ended up like actually spending money, we could have just gone shopping closer to where we live. So I spent like a lot of gas money and stuff for us to do this, but I wanted to go like to do something fun for Cody's birthday. So it was just kind of like a bad weekend, and I felt really bad because of everything. But yeah, so I'm about to frost his cupcakes. I'm pretty sure they're cool by now. And we have to leave here about 5:15ish. It's 4 o'clock now. And yeah, I'm also going to put on a little bit of makeup. My brows, you guys, look how bad they are. I haven't gotten them waxed since probably a month, 2 months ago. I would say about 2 months ago I've gotten them waxed, and I haven't even plucked them. So that's 2 months of my brows just growing in, which is really bad. I need to either not be lazy and sit down with some tweezers in my mirror and just pluck away, or I need to actually go and get them waxed. It's just, money's tight, and there's just more things I'd rather spend the $10, $15 on than for a brow wax and then plucking them. I always forget. And it's kind of like, especially with me plucking my brows, it's something I have to do in natural lighting. So like I can't do it at night with like regular like lights. Like right now would be the perfect time to do it, but I have shit to do. So anyways, I'm gonna go decorate the cupcakes and start getting ready to go to dinner. Alright, so these are what the cupcakes look like. I also made some heart-shaped ones. I have heart pans that my mom gave me. I guess I bought them when I was like a kid. And she still had them, and they were in decent condition, so she gave them to me. But yeah, these are from a box mix. I used the Betty Crocker Super Moist Triple Chocolate Fudge Cake Mix. He asked for chocolate with chocolate frosting, because he is like, you guys, he loves like really chocolatey stuff, like ice creams. He is always buying whatever ice cream is like the chocolate with like brownie in it and all of that. Like he wants like death by chocolate kind of stuff. So I made this, but the package directions calls for a 1 1/4 cup. The packaging, it's 3 eggs, 1/2 cup of oil, and 1 1/4 cups of water. You guys obviously know this if you've ever made a box cake mix. But instead of water, I'm going to show you what I used instead. I have this Bailey's Mocha Mudslide Creamer, so I decided to try this in place of the water. So I used a cup, and I think I ended up using 1.5 cups of this because this is so much thicker than water, so I did use more. And yeah, so I'm hoping that made them taste extra decadent, because you know he loves chocolatey stuff. And I just bought the Duncan Hines classic chocolate frosting. Now, yes, I used to be a professional baker. Like, that used to be my job. I used to be a pastry chef. Now, you know, whatever, I've been cooking for 8 years / my whole life. So yeah, like, I do know how to make chocolate cake. I know how to make a really good chocolate cake, actually. And it's so easy to find recipes to make chocolate frostings that taste just like you know, this stuff. But because of my work schedule and all that, I just said to him, like, would you be offended if I did box cake mix? And he said no. And quite frankly, sometimes the box cake mix does taste better than scratch. Like, I can't stand homemade vanilla cakes. They're always, like, way too dry and dense. I like box mix. But I'm going to frost these. And then I do have this writing gel. This is in the color orange. He picked out the color, so I decided to try that. And I did get him candles, but where we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't know if I'm going to actually put those on the cupcakes. Originally, I was going to do an actual cake, but I don't have a cake pan. Mine's at his place, and we just didn't have time to go get it last night. So I just made cupcakes, and he doesn't seem to have a problem with it, especially because I used pink wrappers. You know, it's a good thing he likes me because that ended up looking really fucking shitty. But, you know, luckily, I care more about his birthday than he does, really. This month has been pretty hard, you guys, like, with financial stuff. So, I couldn't really afford to get him anything I wanted to get him for his birthday. And it just, like, I've been crying for, like, a week or two straight. Just, like, so sad that, like, I really didn't think I was going to get him anything. I did actually end up getting him a Patriots t-shirt because we root for the New England Patriots. But I was just, like, so sad. And okay, so I'm still waiting on Cody to get home. He's not home yet, but I figured I'd do my makeup on camera. So, not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking about just keeping it really simple. My usual color pop. But then I'm also like, well, why don't you just kind of like, I don't know, do somewhat of an eye look. But I'm going to prime my eyelids. Probably would help if I took off my glasses. I'm going to prime my eyelids with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm trying to kind of use up what I have before I buy more. So, that includes, like, stuff like eye primer and stuff. Because, like, I have 2 bottles of concealer. And so many people use concealer as an eye primer. So, like, why can't I, you know? I feel like I'm in there. What's nice is this sponge probably has some powder on it, so I won't really need to powder my eyelids. Alright, taking the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to just go into these matte shades. I just run them in my crease. I'm just going to do a really simple, like, look. You know, I really want to be able to kind of, like, look nice since it's Cody's birthday, but I also, you know, just can't bring myself to care enough to, like, do, like, a full glam look, because it is just him, and he doesn't care. He wouldn't care if I just went home. I have a unibrow, you guys. I have hair in here. Okay, next week I get my check, and if I don't get an eyebrow wax, I want one of you guys to yell at me, okay? So some things that have been happening in my town. So last weekend I mentioned that we went to Freeport, kind of had like a bad weekend, and you know, that day was just really draining on us because like Cody and I are really not made of money. We're actually struggling kind of financially. It's been a hard couple of months. Last month, did I talk about this already? If I have, I'll just cut it out. But last month my check bounced for my rent, and that was really kind of eye-opening because I've never had a check bounce before. I've always been able to overdraft, but I think the problem was that I had like practically no money, so like my check was going to make it so I would have had like negative $600, I think, and I think my bank was just like, no ma'am, because like usually I can go up to like, I'd say there have been times where I only have half the amount that I pay for rent and it still goes through. So that was kind of eye-opening and really stressful day. So that was not ideal. And then I went to so that was really hard. And so then for the rest of the month, we were just like, kind of like, well, I say we, Cody and I obviously, like, we don't necessarily share money. Now, he lives here, so well, let me rephrase that. He practically lives here. He does still have his own apartment, which we are in talks of potentially getting rid of his apartment, having him officially move in just for financial reasons. You know, like, I think if it was up to us, we would still keep his place just because, like, he really likes his place. And, you know, I know it's going to be hard for him to kind of leave. And I think that's why it's been so hesitant. But at the same time, like, we really, financially, we need to be living in one place and spending the money on one place. So it's been, that's been really hard. I don't pay for anything for his place. I've realized that by saying that, it kind of makes it sound like I do. I don't. He lives in low-income housing because his job is not really that much of a paying job. So, and that's not my business to really tell, so that's all I'm going to say about it. So he does live in does live in quote-unquote low-income housing, which is also why I can't move into his place, because he just has more strict rules than my place does. Whereas, like, my place, I can have a move in. So that's pretty much what our plan is right now. Of course, you know, we've been having this plan for a while, and we haven't really gotten that far yet, for multiple reasons. I think mostly because, like I said, like, I think if it were up to him, he would just keep his place, even though he's never there. I mean, I moved into this place, like, I officially started living here, like, mid-May, and he has stayed in his apartment one night since I moved in here, because he's been spending the night here for the past few months. So he's paying rent on a place he's just never there. The only time he's ever stayed there was a night where I had my sister stay here with me, because we went to the Chris Stapleton concert. And that's the only time he has stayed in his apartment since I started living here. So, we are in talks of it, because, like, he really wants to help me out, because I did move here for him. And, you know, I kind of, like, expressed to him that, like, I can't afford to live here, you know, by myself. I need help. So that's right now kind of what we're talking about. So our trip to Freeport, we ended up just, like, stressing out about money when we got home, because, like, obviously, you know, you're driving and you're gonna spend gas money, but, like, I don't know, we just kind of realized it was kind of just a waste of a trip, especially because we ended up spending money at a store that we ended up spending money at Old Navy in Freeport. We have an Old Navy where I live. So, like, we could have literally just gone to the Old Navy here and gone out to lunch and saved us probably a good $60, I would say, or something like that. So that was kind of like a really hard day. So we get home that night. We're both in bad moods. We're both kind of like just meh. We knew that the day kind of sucked. We're trying to, like, kind of get over it. We're laying in bed, and I see on Facebook that there's a fire in our town. Now, I live in a downtown area of my town. I live right close to, you know, like, every town I feel like has a main street. I live really close to the main street in my town, and I see on Facebook from our pastor, who does live on Main Street in our town, that there's a fire on that street. And so it was like a huge fire. Like, the picture, I'll insert a video of what I was able to take. Now, mind you, I was behind a building, so I couldn't really see much, but this is what, like, we were watching. And it was a really scary sight. And the next day, I can't insert any pictures just because of, like, business names and stuff. I don't want anyone looking them up and then, like, finding out what town I live in. They had to tear down one of the buildings completely. The fire started in one building, but because of the wind, it spread to that 4 buildings caught on fire. Luckily, only one has been torn down so far. I don't know if any of the other buildings are eventually going to be teared down. I know that the restaurant that caught on fire, they are planning to fix the building and reopen eventually, which is great because Cody and I love that restaurant. So we were really sad to hear that it, was a casualty in this accident. And they don't know what caused the fire because there was just so much damage to the building where the fire started that they can't come up with a reason. Now, my opinion and the opinion of most people is that somebody knows how the fire got started. Whether it was an accident or not, somebody who was living in the apartment building, the apartments upstairs, I should say, of the building that caught on fire. One of them has to know how it caught on fire. And it might not have been like an actual thing. It could have been anything. It could have been like a candle. Like a couple days later, you guys, another fire started in this town. Not near where I live, but it was like down the road a bit. It was more so in the next town over. And that was caused by just like someone leaving a candle lit, I think. Or it said the careless use of a candle is what they said the cause was. So that was also kind of scary. Like just a few days later, another fire started. So that was crazy. So yeah, that was a really scary night to that, like coming home, already having a bad day, and then having the fire. And bad things come in threes, because I think just a few days before, a building exploded in a town in Maine, like just completely exploded from like a faulty gas tank or something, or a gas leak or something, and killed a firefighter who actually is one of my cousin, like my distant family. It was like one of their uncles. So that was really sad. And so then this fire happened, and then the next fire happened. Just, bad things come in threes, and it's really sad that this has been happening. So that's what's been going on in my town. Like, it's been kind of crazy. Unfortunately, people lost their homes, people lost their businesses. Like, obviously the restaurant is planned to reopen, but then like one whole building had to be torn down, and that building was a business that had just opened. I kid you not, literally just opened. So that was really sad. And I don't think there was a spa there, and I don't think, as far as I know, they don't plan to like fix the building and reopen. I'm pretty sure they're just trying to find a different place to have the business, and then just move on, which I don't understand what that means. Like, if they don't tear down the building, but the business owner decides not to go to fix it up and then move on, what happens to the building? Because the building has like damage to it. Like, the top of the building is burnt, and the windows got like broken out because of the flames. So what happens then? I'm assuming just someone could like potentially buy the building as is, but that kind of confuses me. What happens if they're saying that the building doesn't have to come down? And then I was also thinking about today, the building that did have to come down, I think it ended up being that it was ruled like unsafe, like they just had to tear it down. If it was deemed unsafe, like by whoever it was that decided that, and it came down, did the person that owned the building have to pay for it to be tear down, or did the town pay for it? I don't know, these are things I think about. So yeah, that's been kind of what's been going on in lately, and I feel bad that I haven't come back to YouTube. You guys, like, I have a few friends on YouTube, like Kristen, Haley. Kristen is married, and her husband doesn't like to be on camera, but I know he's really supportive of her doing it. Cody would love to be on camera with me. He loves it when I have him in videos. Like, he's really supportive. He actually wants to edit my videos for me and help me out, because he knows that I want to come back, and he like just really wants to help out. Like, he wants to help me edit my videos and stuff. I don't know about that just because, I don't know. My videos are so simple to edit because, like, I usually don't cut, I honestly don't cut a whole lot out. Just filming on your phone and getting used to the fact that you can really only film probably up to like 30 to 40 minutes without your camera saying it's full. You kind of learn to just kind of like be able to do everything in one take, if that makes sense. So I really don't cut a whole lot out. The most I cut out is like, if I'm talking a lot, I burp a lot. It's just like I have really bad acid reflux, so it's just something that happens. And sorry, again, my freaking train of thought left. But the thing is, like, I used to live alone, and so filming wasn't that big of a deal to me because I lived alone, so I just had to turn on the camera and not really worry about filming in front of people. But now I do live with someone, and I'm just not used to filming in front of people. I find it very, like, I'm very self-conscious about it. And where Cody lives here, and Cody and I don't really have, it's not really like there's a time that I'm here that he's not. So it's just been really hard to kind of get used to that, because it's just like, what do I, like, how do I get over that? Like, do you guys have any advice? Because, like, Cody, like, doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand why I don't want to, does it look like I have a mustache? He doesn't understand, like, why it is that, like, I can't film in front of him. He just doesn't understand. But, like, me, I just, like, I'm very self-conscious about it. So, anyways, makeup's done. I still don't know where Cody is. He should be home by now. His shift got over at 5, and it is, it's like almost 5:30. Maybe I'll walk down and see what's going on. He might have, we have like this, festival? No, I somehow, it's, I don't know what to call it. Like, it's like a community event going on this weekend, like right down the road from where I work. So maybe he went to go check that out. So I might walk down and see what he's doing and be like, hey, like, hello, we got birthday dinner to go to, buddy. So, but I'm all ready. I'm just wearing this. I wore this, I used to wear this a lot during the winter time, and I haven't worn it since, like, you know, summer came. So I'm wearing this hoodie thing. It's like a, it's a hoodie, but it's like really lightweight, so I wear it as a shirt. I got this from Stitch Fix. And then I'm just wearing some basic black biker shorts. I really like these biker shorts. They're from Fashion Figure before they like remodeled. I actually bought them from Sarah Ray Vargas's closet sale that she used to do. Now she just sells her clothes on Poshmark. And they're like my favorite shorts because they aren't denim. And I just like denim shorts. I have yet to find a pair that is comfortable because I carry my weight in my stomach, so I need stuff that goes over my stomach. And high-waisted denim shorts are just so hard to find that are comfortable. But these are like high-waisted, so they go over my stomach, but they are just like regular like legging material, so it's really comfortable. And yeah, but this is what my makeup looks like. Pretty basic, pretty much how I always do my makeup. And now I'm going to go finish getting ready, pack up his cupcakes, and I might go try to find my boyfriend.